I don't want to have to say I told you so, but yeah, I think I did tell you guys. So, this MTZ is probably the best AR in the entire game. The MTZ just keeps getting better and better, and right now in Season 4, I'm going to only half guarantee that it's going to be one of the better guns in the entire game. You guys need to use this MTZ class. It's insane at range. It's insane at mid-range. It's really damn nice at close range. You're going to love this class. You're going to go off on this class. As long as you're not a headless chicken, you will do amazing with this MTZ overpowered class setup. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare 3 video. Man, this is my first class setup video in Season 4. Well, technically, because I did already do a top 5, but it is what it is. We're uploading like crazy today, and it's my favorite class in the entire game. It's becoming my most used weapon in the entire game, and it's definitely going to be so by a long shot. I got a very high KD using this gun. I want you guys to use it as well. A lot of people sleep on it, but the MTZ is definitely one of those guns that's absolutely insane. Now, I'm going to give you guys my favorite class setup for it right away. I'm going to give that to you guys, and then after that, I'm going to give you a class setup that I think some other people, especially people that rush like crazy and they are headless chickens, might like. So the first class, and before we get into it, if you guys could drop a like, I would truly appreciate that. Season 4 just dropped today. It's also my birthday, so that'd be cool. And yo, guys, we got memberships on the channel. If anyone wants to become a member, go ahead and do so. Let's get into the first class setup, man. Yeah, so this class, I'm going to say, don't change a thing. Copy it attachment for attachment, okay, and even perk for perk. So my perks that I actually have on it is assault gloves, covert sneaker, ghost TV camo. We got munition box, 2 throwing knives, and stim, and then we got the demolition vest. All right, so that's pretty much that out of the way. Now the actual attachments, the first one is going to be the muzzle, and that's the Zemin 35 compensated flash hider. This is going to give you guys a shortened radar ping. It's going to give you vertical recoil, horizontal recoil, all that kind of nice stuff, and it's pretty good. The vertical I think is at 15%, and the horizontal is at 5% increase. Now you're losing a little bit of ADS, but honestly, it's not that bad. The next attachment that you want to throw onto this one right here is going to be the MTZ Clinch Pro Barrel. Now, this one is really important, okay? Because with this barrel, you're getting bullet velocity and a lot of it. You're barely losing anything on this thing as well. So your effective damage range goes up 21%, your minimum damage range goes up the same 21%, and then your bullet velocity goes up 26%, which is crazy. This thing is insane, and if you want to use it in Warzone as well, it's going to do good in Warzone. Now you would think, because you're getting so much range, maybe you're going to lose some ADS, maybe you're going to lose some mobility. No, guys. You don't lose any ADS. In fact, you only lose 4% sprint to fire speed. That's nothing. You also lose some hip fire and all that kind of stuff, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, man. Definitely run that barrel. Do not change it. Keep it as is. And if you guys already watched my top 5, you already saw this class, but I'm going to give you guys another class for the MTZ right after this one, so stick around for that. Now, the magazine is going to be the 50-round drums. You want this because this gun kind of shoots fast for an assault rifle. It shoots at 810 rounds per minute, which is really, really quick for an assault rifle. So having 50-round drums on, yes, it's going to take away 12 ADS. It's going to take away only 1 sprint to fire, which is not bad. It's going to take away quite a bit of mobility, but at least you won't be stuck reloading this gun after 2 kills. Like, seriously, it's annoying, the 30-round mag. Like, it'll take you like 15 bullets to kill one person. Actually, it won't, but if you start missing shots, you will take that long, and then you'll get like 2 or 3 kills, and then you're gonna have to reload. So put on the 50. Trust me on that one. The optic on this one, guys, is going to be the Moore's dot sight. Now, this will be the only attachment that I'll tell you guys is somewhat optional, all right? So you could definitely take it off if you don't want it. I'm not a big fan of the iron sight on the MTZ, but if you do take off this optic, then I recommend going to the underbarrels and putting on the DR6 handstop. That's going to give you guys more ADS. It's going to give you guys sprint to fire. It's going to give you guys movement speed, ADS, movement speed, and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to take away any range, and it's not going to take away any recoil, but you got to realize that once you get to those longer shots, you got to rely on that iron sight being pretty good, which, in all fairness, the iron sight's not that nice on this gun, which is why I'm running the Moore's dot sight. I just really love the Moore's dot sight. And then finally, for the last attachment on this one, we're going to go ahead and put on the MTZ Marauder stock. This one's going to give you guys recoil control, but it's also going to give you guys gun kick control, which is really nice. Now, again, we're getting 21% recoil gun kick, which is sick. We're getting 8% horizontal and 8% vertical, but we are losing 4% sprint to fire, which is honestly not that bad. We're losing 4% sprint speed and we're losing 3% tactical sprint speed. That's it. We're not losing any ADS and stuff. That's why I say this class is still really nice up close, as long as you're not running around like a headless chicken. If you're trying to rush with this class, you're not using the class right, and you should stick around because I got another class for the MTs that you could use to rush. But for the most part, this one is really, really nice. And if you look at the gameplay in the background, the way that I'm playing with it, that's how it's pretty much intended to be played. It's not, you could definitely move up in the map and stuff like that, but don't pass the B flag too often. Like, honestly, if you're playing domination, what's the point of passing the B flag? Let the enemies keep their spawn and you keep picking them off. That's pretty much how domination should work. That's how you'll win all your games. So if you guys do that, you'll be all right. Now let's get into an actual class that I started also using for rushing for this weapon as well, and I'm gonna say it's not the worst MTZ class ever. I just prefer the other one. I honestly just prefer the other one because the other one is like really quick. Everything's nice on it, and you get all that damage range and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, the rushing class, we're gonna go on to the barrel, and that's gonna be the MTZ-556 barrel. It's quite a mouthful of words right there, but it's a good one. All right, you're getting ADS speed at 8%, you're getting sprint to fire speed at 9%, tactical sprint speed at 3, and sprint speed at 3, and you're only losing vertical recoil at 5 and horizontal recoil at 3. So it's not that bad. Like, the recoil's a little weird on it, but in all fairness, it's not that bad whatsoever. The underbarrel on this one is going to be that DR6 hand stop because it is really nice. Like I said before, man, you're getting 10 ADS, you're getting 9 sprint to fire, and you're not losing any recoil or range with this one right here. So it's actually kind of worth running. Now you're gonna also get movement speed at 4, crouch movement speed at 8, and ADS movement speed at 7% increase. So it's actually really nice. You could definitely go ahead and do that. Now the next attachment, again, it's gonna be an optional one, but this one you could kind of take off if you don't want it. The Morse dot sight is definitely going to be the attachment that I'm running on it, but like I said, you guys could easily take off the Morse dot sight, and what I would recommend replacing it with is the Schlager Peck Box IV laser. This laser is going to give you 4% ADS and nothing else. You're not going to lose anything, you're not going to gain anything else, you're just going to have a slight increase in ADS, which is actually really good because you're not losing much of anything on this gun. I think we're just losing a little bit of recoil so far, which is really easy to control on this weapon anyway, so I really, honest to God, wouldn't even worry about that. Now, because we threw on the Peck Box laser, we could lose that 4% ADS and kind of take that attachment as a bonus towards the next attachment, if that makes any sense. So when we put on the Peck Box, so we could counter the next attachment that we're going to put on, and that is going to be the stock, which is the EXF Close Quarters Assault stock. Now, it's called Close Quarters Assault, so you would think that with this attachment, you're going to have faster sprint to fire, you're going to have faster ADS. It's actually not the case. You're actually losing ADS. You're losing 4, which is what we just got with the Peck Box. So now we're back at 0. So there's actually no cons to this attachment whatsoever, which is actually kind of good. And the reason we're running this one is because, yeah, we're getting recoil gun kick at 9, which is awesome, but we're also getting 14% horizontal recoil control and 14% vertical recoil control, which is really nice because we lost 5 and 3 before, so it's actually really nice to get that amount back. Now, if you're running the Morse dot sight, just know that you will have a con of ADS on that attachment, but if you're not running the Morse dot sight and you got the Peck Box on instead, then you're kind of in the clear, kind of good to go. Now, the next attachment, again, is going to be kind of an optional one, and it's going to be pretty much your choice of what you want to run for this one in terms of the stock, or sorry, not the stock, the rear grip or a magazine. You could run the 50 round drums again. That will not be a problem, and I kind of recommend it. It might slow down the gun a little, but we already made this gun so fast that slowing it down a little doesn't really matter, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. And with the Morse dot sight, this gun barely has any recoil whatsoever. It's actually really nice, and you can still kill at long distance. But if you don't want the 50 round drums and you don't really care about it, what I recommend throwing on is the Rival Ace grip for the rear grip. And this one's going to give you ADS, it's going to give you movement speed, it's going to give you aim walking speed, and best of all, it's going to give you sprint to fire. Now, the con on this one is flinch resistance. So when you start getting shot at, you will flinch, and you will get some recoil gun kick at 5%, but you're getting 5 ADS and 6 sprint to fire, so in my opinion, it's actually kind of worth running at some points, and the recoil at close and mid-range is really easy to control. It's mostly visual, it is a little aggressive, but it's mostly visual recoil, so don't worry about that. Again, it's actually really, really good. Now, again, for the actual perks and all that, I think it's pretty much almost the same as my last class, except instead of throwing knives, I got 2 proximity mines, 1 stim munition box, quick grip gloves instead of assault gloves, and this is because it increases the weapon swap speed by a minimum of 40% and stuff like that. So when I switch to my secondary, because I only have 30 rounds on this, I need that swap speed to be a bit quicker. We got covert sneakers, ghost TV camo, and demolition vest. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Like I said, man, it's my birthday. Season 4 is here. Let's celebrate all together. And also, guys, if you could sub to the channel and drop a like on this video, I really appreciate that. We got members active, so if you guys want to become one of the members, support me directly, I would truly appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick. Hopefully you guys go off with this MTZ class. I'm telling you, the first class I gave you, even the second one's amazing, but the first one I gave you guys is the one that you're gonna love. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.